Hey guys, welcome back another Saturday morning at WMBRadio.com at home with Chef Ricardo. Now I got an easy, quick recipe for you. I've been working on doing different kind of hamburgers and I've done the black bean burgers on here. I've done the Mexican turkey burgers, but now I'm doing one that's all vegetable and it's made with squash. So it's a squash burger I come up this week. So let's get started. First thing I want to do, I got a bowl of roasted squash right here, peeled. If you don't have the time to peel it all, you can buy them already cut up. That'll work as well. But basically you want to roast it and then put it in a bowl, but let it cool down before you start working with it. So now I got one red pepper here, probably the smallest one I could find. So this one we want to fine dice. I'm going to save these ends for the stock pot. Basically we're going to julienne it first. Julienne them all first, right here. They don't have to be perfect, but we want a good, try to get a good uniform size. This one I want to cut this off right here, just like that. Make sure you're nice and sharp. Watch your fingers, like that. This one I want to cut this little pit off as well. We don't want that. Definitely don't want that on there, so pick that up. And we're just going to feel a little dull here. Can't have that. Oh, the knife's not sharp. Always want to keep the knife nice and sharp for you. That's like a slip. Nice fine dice here. That one over here. Grab the rest. And dice them down. Awesome. This is all going into our mass pot here. So got the squash, we got some red pepper, add some nice color, some nice texture. And it is summertime, so red pepper squash goes perfect. Throw the rest of that in there. Real quick. Now, I got some nice garbanzo beans, or as we have to call them chickpeas. And make sure I always get the low sodium brand. So nice, I drained this one already. I'm going to add this to it. This is going to add some good fiber to it, to our recipe, which helps you make it feel fuller. And I'm going to grab a masher here. You could probably do this in a food processor, but I kind of wanted to give it a nice little chunky rustic look. Okay, so we got the squash, the red pepper, and we're going to mash it down first. Oh, last one. Might seem a little watery, but that's okay. It's all going to come together. Got it. Now, I'll grab my thing here. Once it's all crushed, we want to get it all incorporated. If some of the chickpeas aren't totally crushed, that's okay. It can be on the chunky side. We're going to make this into a patty. Now we're going to season this up a bit. Well, first, actually, before I even throw the seasoning in, I'm going to bind it up. I usually use breadcrumbs, but I wanted to go something a little bit different. I know most people are trying to do the gluten-free or just low gluten. I wanted to try some sunflower seeds. Probably about a quarter of a cup. This is a little bit more because I put some raw eggs. I've been snacking on them all damn morning. There we go. 2 for you, 3 for me. Here we go. There we go. This is going to actually help it keep it together. It's going to add some other texture too. Nice little crunch factor. Alright, now, good pinch of salt. Can't forget that. I'm going to eyeball about a quarter of a teaspoon of onion powder. Since it is squash, I want a little sweetness to it, so
some ground cinnamon. Probably about the same. Maybe about half. That's about right. And a little spice to it. So I'm going to try a little bit of cumin. It's going to give it a little bit of a smokiness. I like the flavor of cumin gives. A nice Mexican flavor. There we go. Now we're going to incorporate salt in. You make this in advance and leave it in the fridge, throw some plastic wrap on it. And there we go. Now I'm going to move the knife out of the way. Now I'm going to get our pan. This will be my induction pan. And I'm going to put it on a medium heat. Actually, I'll probably lower just a little bit. Just about there. Now, what I'm going to do is grab my spatula so I can even the scoops. Grab my spatula. Now, for the oil I'm going to use grapeseed. Now, grapeseed, I like using it for this because I don't want the olive oil flavor or any infused type of oil flavor. This is going to give a neutral flavor. If you don't have grapeseed, canola oil will do the same thing. This way it's not, it's not conflicting. That's not the flavor profile that I'm looking for. So basically, I'm going to grab my scoop and I'm going to shake this right in the pan. If you worry about, if you want them to be like perfect circles, I would suggest putting this in the refrigerator for a little bit first, then making the shape. But to me, I'm looking for that like rusted crab cake looking chunkiness. And this is going to be really quick. So what I like to do is I just throw it in with the ice cream scoop, makes even scoops. Then I kind of shake it as I go along. Like that, and get a good little crispiness on it. I'll probably do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Now, if you want to know if you got enough oil in the pan, do that. If everything moves, there's enough oil in it. Flip it over once. And grapeseed too, it's got a high smoking point like olive oil, and it's not hard to find. You can get it in the regular supermarket as well. And it's a healthier fat, and that's what we're going for. While that's finished, I'm cooking that side. What I do is, too, myself, I haven't been eating bread lately, so I usually, instead of doing it as a sandwich, I got some nice slaw on the bottom here. Get that all decorated and everything. If you want to do a sauce of this, this will go good with like a Greek yogurt and some roasted garlic. Mix that together. It goes well. But to be honest with you myself, I just kind of pour it right on top just before. Now, this is something you don't want to cook too much in advance. I usually like cooking them and then we're done. You can garnish it with a little more seeds. And there we have it, quick and easy. What was that, about 10 minutes? You make a bunch, grill them all. Actually, like I said, if you're going to grill these, I would refrigerate them first for a while so they get firmer. But personally, I like it done right in the skillet, just as people are coming in, or just about when you're about to